Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with the Detroit Lions. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. Taking it about the 1. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Shoves him aside. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21. Well, this defense for the Lions, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big play that time through the air. 33 yards.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
He pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards, 2nd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Elliott a 1st down and more. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. Washington's got it. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. CeeDee Lamb. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On play action, they'll throw. And he will go down, a Cowboys sack. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. Back to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. Here comes the Lions punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They start on the ground with Elliott. And he's got some space here. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys are able to show off their quick strike ability. Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And it's now 14-0. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Snags it for the punt. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football. And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
And it's caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
And Lambo will put this one through. And that'll make this 17-0 here in the opening quarter. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They force the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
So an early advantage now and a good one. 17-0 our scores. They kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that
touchdown, Detroit! Well, we know that he can beat you in a number of ways. He can catch it short, he can take it long, or he can do what we just saw right there, catch it and then run with the football. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Zeke with a shake and bake. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 107 yards rushing for him, as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Now Elliott. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense, rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it different.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. CeeDee Lamb. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. Lambeau on for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And Shark hauls it in. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question, because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. On the option, here's Elliott. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Play action now, Prescott. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
When a good play is made on defense, oftentimes leverage is the key to everything. Defensive line not getting turned, all the other guys making sure they're in the right spot, and on that play, they were able to stop them short of a 1st down.
Now Prescott on 4th down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. This is caught. And in for the Lions touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Lions are able to draw a bit closer. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Here's Prescott. He's airing it out for Williams. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Wilson. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awful.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on 1st down. Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. They run out of the gun with Swift. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Swift. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. DeAndre Swift with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Lions get a late score here, the final minute of the 1st half. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead is down to a field goal. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they may just be content to take this 3-point lead and head into the locker room. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
To throw again on second down, Prescott. Buying time to his left. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Prescott off play action. He's got his man. It's Gallup.
One play at a time. Here we go.
Touchdown, Cowboys. Michael Gallup, as the first half is winding down. And the Cowboys will extend their lead here just before halftime. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive as they take over here with 11 seconds remaining. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And he'll try and throw here on the fake. To a hit, and the ball is out. And this one will actually go out of bounds, so no recovery. And that is how we conclude this first half. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And, Charles, they trail here, though not really the fault of this offense.
No, they certainly did their part in the first half.
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's second down.
I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to give the ball up. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Out of the gun now on third down. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And this will be incomplete. Both players with a shot at it that time, but neither coming away with it.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. A big connection on that one. 38 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's a ball thrown right side and complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. DeAndre Swift, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Lions have got it back to a one-score game. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And the lead is down to a field goal. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. Williams now on the return. And able to get this out to the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
126 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They go to Elliott again.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
On 2nd down, Elliott. Elliott a first down and more. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he gets it down to the 32. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game. I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Marcus Golden, too much to handle that time, gets the sack. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense get a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. That is caught by Lamb. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now Elliott. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Again, it's Elliott. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Lambeau to add on the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. They go play action here on 1st down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
With all the success they've had throwing the football as a pass rusher, you know you've got to come hard when you see him drop back to throw. So I really like this call to counteract that pass rush with a screen. It turns into positive yardage. A lot of times the offense says, just replace the rusher with the ball, and it turns into a good play.
And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Again, he'll drop to throw. We're going back to the same well. It's Hockenson again. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. They'll look to throw again. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You circle the Pro Bowl. Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. It's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
On 2nd down, Swift. And some room to roam now.
You know that.
43 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. He'll buy some time right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Now a throw here to his running back. Escapes the defender. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be second down. Here's a handoff to Swift. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. DeAndre Swift. A 16-yard touchdown run. And the Lions have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Seibert on for the PAT. And the lead is down to a field goal now. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the fourth.
No, not at all. And they're trying to get something going after one there. But you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
Prescott's throw hauled in by Washington. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A big play there on the catch and run.
Well, if you're a fan of offensive football, this game is for you because this one's been much more like a tennis match than a football game. Back and forth, and there's another example right there of another big play in the passing game.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. Here's a quick throw by Dak, complete out wide. Touchdown! Dak Prescott now 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon, and the Cowboys will extend their lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. A big play there for Detroit. Offense just continues to reign supreme. Big plays, both sides, back and forth. Tough to keep track of.
It certainly is, and I'm over here just marveling at what I'm seeing. It's tough for you, though. You got to call all these big plays and have all this emotion each time they go at each other.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. So 2nd and 4 from the 22. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And this one too low.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Back to throw again. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. And he will score. Touchdown, Lions. A great play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Lions able to get this back within a touchdown. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So they got their touchdown. Now down a field goal. Here comes the onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. They hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. So they hit the ball before it went 10 yards. I know that's tough, but you got to stay disciplined.
It is difficult because you're so eager to go get the football. It's that type of a play, but you're exactly right. Have to have the discipline to let it go 10 first.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Again, it's Elliott. He'll get 3 up to midfield. And his defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Prescott now from the 50. That's to his running back, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now a whistle and a timeout defensively. Trying to stop it, and they do with 2 seconds to go prior to the 2-minute warning. On 1st and 10, Prescott. Left side to Lamb. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And he stopped immediately there. No gain that time, and it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter. Do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. On 1st down, Elliott. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Now Williams. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8. Fourth quarter, holding on to a lead. Fullback carry, 3 or 4 yards. I guess that's what you're looking for.
And it just brings back memories for me because I remember my coaches in this situation. I remember one time my head coach into his headset telling the offensive coordinator, I want the big boy carrying the ball. And that's what you have in this spot. Him covering up on the ball, taking care of it, and grinding out yardage.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but